Well, welcome back to another day of daily bread, or fresh manna, as I like to call it. Um, this is Pastor Keisha again. I'm privileged to be sitting here instead of Apostle Rock. Thank you again for joining us this morning. Yesterday we talked about faith, the God kind of faith, having faith in God. In Hebrews 11:6, how God says He rewards those who diligently seek Him. But before He gets into the rewarding, we've got to have faith, and we must believe that He is. He is Creator. He is everything, to everything, for everything, and everything. He just is. He's justice. He's all of that. And I wanted to talk about the importance of instilling seeds of faith into your children. And I wanted to share some of the instances and some testimonies from my life as a child. Mark 11:22 says, have faith in God. And I can hear Apostle Ella say, the God kind of faith. For verily I say unto you, whosoever shall say unto this mountain, be thou removed and be cast into the sea, and not doubt in his heart, but believe those things which he says shall come to pass, he shall have whatsoever he says. And so I saw my parents be consistent with that and be diligent in that. And God had put certain pictures on the inside of them that I didn't realize as a child. But like I said, diligently seeking is a process. That's a continual thing that we do as the Lord takes us from glory to glory and from faith to faith. So in that, I didn't understand as a child. I honestly thought that my parents were crazy, because I remember an instance where I came home from school and my parents had gotten a God idea to put a picture of a house that they were believing for on the tree outside in the yard for everybody to see. And so I'm walking home and I'm like, my friends are like, what's that on the tree? And I'm like, I don't know what's going on. And my parents are like, this is the house we're believing for. So, they posted it. Now, we could have just put it inside on the refrigerator for us to see, but they put it on the outside for everybody to see. And so I thought, I never said it, but I thought that, they were a little bit strange. They had gone a little too far. As people say, sometimes you've gone too far in faith. But if you think about Jesus, Jesus did all types of things that were abnormal, like making mud out of spit. That took a lot of saliva, first of all. And then he's blind. Jesus says, go to the pool and wash. He can't see, Jesus. So how did he get there? All types of abnormal things. Jesus told Peter to come to me. You said you want to come. I can't deny myself. So yes, come walk on the water. And a lot of times we look at Peter sank, but Peter didn't ride on Jesus's back to the boat. So I'm pretty sure he walked back. And why am I saying all of that? Because even in the times where I thought my parents were crazy, and this one, when the house was time to sell, and most people call agents, and the agents come, real estate agents come and put the sign in the yard. That's not what Chastine and Ella did. Chastine and Ella said, we're going to walk around this house and tell it, whosoever shall say to this mountain, tell it that it's sold. And so not only are we going to do that, we're going to hold on to each other while we walk around the house like a choo-choo train, like it's the walls of Jericho. And so I thought my parents were just crazy, but as a child, I don't have any control over it. You just do it. And so as I got a little older, I began to see, as crazy as I thought things were, and as ridiculous or weird or even as uncomfortable as I thought things were, I began to see results in what they were doing. I believe that the house at Campbell's Creek was I call that house, now that I'm older, I call it the faith training boot camp house, because so many instances and so many things happen in that house that were abnormal to this world, but we've been separated unto God. But so many things are abnormal, and I thought my parents had lost their mind. But then I started to see results, and I realized maybe they're not so crazy after all. Because see, a lot of these things happen. I was 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years old. So I'm thinking, what's going on? And tomorrow I'm going to get into another instance that I thought was really crazy. But it really actually was something that I used in my adulthood. But the Bible says that you shall have whatsoever you say if you believe. And that's what I'm talking about with the results. Regardless of what people may think, you have to stand on the word, because it's going to look crazy, especially to some believers, things look crazy. But if God gives you a word, the word says if we are willing and obedient. And so the pictures that were placed on the inside of my parents for things that God had shown them that they could have and that was available to them. They never just went and picked out random things and said, I'm going to name it and claim it. We're not a name it and claim it group of people. We are the words that I speak to you, our spirit and life people. So the words that were spoken to them, and God would put different pictures inside of them, just like Faith Christian Center. Why can't there be a place? And there can be, and that picture was formed, and then now we're here. So I pray you were blessed today, and I hope you tune in tomorrow as we dig deeper into the impacts that the seeds deposited in your children and how those things can help develop them and grow them and propel them into their future, that they have a strong foundation to stand on. So I call you blessed. Have a great day.